I visited a shaman for a long time. He healed me of a lot of physical issues I was having. I had like terrible allergies.
Oh yeah.
And this is back like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
My normal doctors couldn't give me anything that would help. And this guy, someone was like, I know a guy who cured someone's cancer. I'm like, well, if he can cure cancer, he's got to be able to cure my allergies.
And
I met him. He's this little African man, and he said he pushed like evil spirits out of me. At this point, at that point, I did not believe in God or anything. I was just like, whatever, dude. If you want to push evil spirits out of me, like, go for it. If it's gonna help my allergies,
sure, I'll take it.
And then he gave me some herbs, like herbal remedies, and like this weird thing to drop on my tongue. My allergies were gone. I never got them back.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was awesome. He's since passed away.
It worked then.
Since passed away. So I've met some African.
So you don't have allergies anymore?
I have. Oh, here in West Virginia, I do. As last year, whatever ghost plants are in this weird state have made me sick.
Oh, who do we have? Jared? Jared, are you with us?
Oh, I can hear a creaky chair.
That wasn't even me.
Uh-oh. It wasn't even you on the soundboard. You said, what's his name?
Jared?
Jared, what's up?
Not much. How are you doing, Shane?
We're good. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for having me.
What have you encountered?
Well, as I wrote on X to you, that I had a demon story of some sort.
That's right.
What I perceive as a demon. So it's me, my girlfriend now, wife Michelle, my best friend Josh. We shared an apartment together in Shippensburg around 2011. The apartment is a house that got split into two, a downstairs and an upstairs apartment. So my best friend goes that he's claiming that he is seeing shadows. I'm like, all right. Like, I didn't believe in any of this. I was pretty much an atheist at this point. Mm-hmm. And then Michelle goes to me that she was hearing footsteps in the vacant upstairs apartment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we kind of did a little thing. We went to the basement and we did an EVP session with our phones. And she ended up capturing a name, Weigel Jacob, which is in the little clip that I sent you. That was the voice that we got. I didn't think much of it. She researched the history of the land and they found Jacob's name on it. But he didn't live in the house that we were in. Jacob Weigel fought in the Civil War, but died around 1871. Mm-hmm. The house was built right after his passing. His wife and family built it. So within the year, we did another EVP session, me and her, in the vacant upstairs apartment. I was asking questions in one room. She was asking questions in another. And before I left this room, my phone just suddenly ran out of space. I'm like, all right, I'll just turn off the recording and everything. And before I walked out, my left arm felt like it was being grabbed, like, kind of like, get over here. I was like, okay, what was that?
What have you done now?
Yeah, well, before all this happened, I was saying a bunch of crap because I didn't believe in any of this. So I was like, I'll provoke this thing. Like, what's the worst that can happen to me? Yeah. So
famous last words.
Yeah, famous last words. So I got out of this room and I'm like, all right, I have the video somewhere, but I just can't find it. But I have a video. I just started filming the wall and just asking the questions, and all of a sudden I see this orb going into my arm and then shooting right out. And I put the recording into a software I had at the time, and I just slowed it down, zoomed in, and I'm like, okay, that is an orb. That's not a bug of some sort. There's something literally just came into me and ran out of me. So about a year later, we get it out of this place, and we move practically just right down the street from this house. Mm-hmm. And so I'm drumming one day, just going at it, and I'm like, all right, I'm a little sweaty, I'm just itchy. So I take the little drumstick and just start scratching the spot where I was. And I'm like, oh my God, like this thing ain't going away. So I just scratch it again. I'm like, all right, I'm done drumming. I'm getting up. I called my best friend over, took my shirt off. I'm like, hey man, what is on my back? Because it seems so itchy. He's like, you got 3 claw marks just going down from your shoulder to the middle of your back.
Whoa. How
And
long after
yeah,
how after was this since the encounter with the orb? Sorry if I missed that.
no, you're good. I would say about a year.
Okay. But you're right down the road, right?
Yeah, right down the road from it. And
Okay.
I forgot to mention this. The scratches felt like the only way I could describe it is just like getting really bad sunburn. Like you can feel the heat coming off of it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I know he took a picture to show me, and I wish I still had that photo. But
And
it's
it looked like 3. You said they were going down your back.
yeah, it was from probably what you could touch the top of the shoulder to almost to like the middle of your back.
What do you make of this?
So, um, you know, I didn't think much of it at the time. I just brushed it off kind of weirdly. I'm like, all right,
Right.
I just got scratched.
Some
Whatever.
ghost scratches, right? You don't want to
Yeah.
confront it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. So, in retrospect and reflecting on it, I think I might have provoked something and it followed me, and all I can think of is some sort of demon just followed me
Right.
and just want to make an example out of me, and somehow that didn't work.
How long did the scratches last? Do you remember?
Probably within the day.
And they just like
I
disappeared.
They what?
They just disappeared, or were they itching the
Yeah,
whole
they did.
time?
I don't. They didn't itch as much as when I first like started feeling it. I mean, this is going back probably 11 years now,
Right.
and yeah, it went away within a day, and I just didn't really think much of it. And
Hmm.
in retrospect, I think something demon-like was attacking me.
Right. Yeah. Are you still in that area?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I'm
And
I'm a
nothing.
little bit I'm a little bit further south now.
Okay. And nothing else since.
No, nothing else since. That was the only those experience in the old apartment and the following apartment was the only paranormal experiences that I ever had. I
Interesting.
I I do have some kind of little weird stories.
You want to tell
Like,
us? We can do one quick one before we go on.
well, not to self promote, but I was writing this story at the time that I got published, and I
Awesome. Congrats.
cut. Oh, thank you. And I kind of needed a scene where my main character was just buying guns, evil person,
Right.
the antagonist in the story. And so I just started researching. I'm like, okay, got that, got that, got that. 3 months later, I work for a firearm distribution.
Interesting. So you're saying you manifested something?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's kind of like what I don't really believe in coincidences. I think there's something greater at play with these things.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to say? It's
'Cause
God or synchronicity, something. You kind of open up something. You open yourself up to something.
oh, definitely. And just being the little skeptic of how I was and being an atheist, to kind of like change and warp my perception a little bit more. It's like, all right, I think there's something there. And now I'm a believer in God. I believe in Jesus and everything.
Right.
And
Yeah. That's great. That's great. It's funny how that works. It's like it's
yeah,
almost like a domino effect. You encounter one odd thing, and then if you want to accept that, everything else starts to fall away, and you see a whole other world. It's pretty beautiful.
hmm
Although it's a little annoying when you get random ghost scratches on your back and you don't know why.
Yeah, really. And you just shrug it off like, nothing happened. It's just
whatever.
some weird thing over here.
Yeah, there's probably something at Walgreens I can get to take care of demon scratches, right? Like,
Yeah,
Some
probably.
ointment.
yeah, I'm surprised Big Pharma hasn't cornered the demon market
Aloe,
yet.
come on.
Yeah, aloe. Yeah, ghosts hate aloe.
Go say it out.
It's all natural.
Well, hey man, thanks for calling in. I appreciate these stories.
Hey, man, no problem. Thanks for having
Thanks for
me.
sharing, Jared.
Have a great night.